Hey guys, you're probably the proud owner of a Singer M1000 sewing machine from Amazon that probably just broke on the second day of usage. And if you have this very common problem where the needle thread doesn't actually get caught by the spinning hook mechanism, and also the videos on YouTube didn't actually help you, then I got the solution for you. It does involve taking the machine apart with these like 7 or 8 screws that are on the back. But that's basically the hardest part. Then it's pretty easy to fix this. So your machine actually looks something like this, right? You have this piece and then this, whatever you call this, bobbin cover going on here. The other video explains how to take this off. It's kind of annoying because of this part right here, but it just needs a bit of patience. There's nothing difficult about it. So these out of the way, let me show you what's the problem. And this is the bobbin holder, by the way. Let me take this out. So here, you can see the spinning thing below. It's called the hook mechanism. Oh, and by the way, I didn't bother like properly threading the machine just because I'm going to take it apart. But the issue is that this hook is supposed to catch the thread that's in here. The problem is that with the machine timing, I'm rolling it backwards right now. The problem is that it's out of sync with the needle, right? So then your machine is just gonna completely miss the thread is gonna miss getting caught. So look, yeah, there's no chance that's gonna work. So right now I'm gonna show you how to fix this. So to fix this, let's actually take this away from here. So here's the back of the machine. You need to take out all these screws. You need like a long Phillips head and also this one, which I put back to shoot the front of the machine. And there's also, you need to also take out the bobbin winder, I think. And yeah, guys, before you start taking the machine apart, make sure you keep the screws in such a place that you'll remember where they go back, because these are all kind of different sizes. So now with the machine flipped over, you should be able to just pull out the stitch selector. And that's how it looks like in the back. There's nothing actually holding it there. All right, so now you've taken out all the screws. This part should just come off either with little to no force at all. Let's flip this over. And then this part is kind of annoying to take out. There we go. And here's how the machine looks like underneath. These are the internals of this cheap sewing machine. And as you can see, all the gears and pretty much everything in there is made of plastic. And this is probably why mine like it went out of sync, because these plastic gears pretty much bend very easily. So look at this. If you haven't actually bought this machine, I would suggest you steer away and get something more decent. So let's get back to our problem. Here's how we're going to fix it. So this is the drive that actually rotates the hook mechanism. And right here, there's another plastic gear that you can see spinning. And that's actually rotating the mechanism over here. So like when those videos tell you to just hold this in place and spin the machine, that's actually a pretty stupid thing to do, because you're very likely gonna break some of these teeth, and they are already made of plastic, so you definitely don't want to put much strain on them. Or you can even break this drive belt over here, which is like, then you can just like throw the machine away, because I don't think you can easily find this. Yeah, and another thing, so one of the videos tells you to open, there's like a plastic cover here about the size of a coin, and it tells you to unscrew these 2 bolts that actually go in here. And I did that, and that actually didn't do anything. Sorry about that thing moving, it's still unscrewed. So the way to fix this is, let's move the camera back a little bit, right here. So if you can see these 2 further Phillips heads, you need to take these out. So that's this one right here and this one. And also make sure not to lose these. There we go. So that's gonna take this apart. So like the whole hook mechanism I can just lift a little bit. Actually, let me get the camera down. So now that we took these apart, now this is actually not engaged to the gear drive anymore. So you can just lift this, right? So now the machine should just spin without the hook mechanism moving at all. So let me show you. So here's the metal part that actually hooks the thing, the thread, I mean. So I'm running the machine, and look, the thread catcher is still at the same position, look. So that's what we need to do. So look, you need to put this kind of just under the needle here, around this part. Let me make sure you can see. There we go. And now spin the machine. Rotate the knob on the machine. Sorry, you should kind of hold this, but I need both my hands to best show you. I want to get a clear view for you guys. So the needle will actually go down. This is as far down as it will go. So here the idea is that this should spin and catch the thread right here. So you should leave it like at this position while you put these screws back on. Now that these screws are in place, make sure that the hook mechanism spins as you rotate the knob. And look, it just caught the thread right there. Because if it doesn't spin, you need to actually go back and double check this. So let's actually make sure that this fully works. Let's manually take the thread out from the hook mechanism here. Let me make sure not to drop this. All right, so there. So as you can see, like these two are locked in sync now. So the needle goes down and it gets caught by the mechanism. That's how it should work. And now obviously like you just need to put everything back together and the machine should work fine. I'm gonna actually just make a fast forward version of me putting the machine back together just so you have it for reference. So now let me thread the machine. So with the machine now threaded, let's see if this works. Let's hold the needle thread and let's spin the machine. And there we go. The bobbin thread just came up, as you can see right there. And you're supposed to pull this out. And there you go. Now let's try if this works in stitching. And finally, let's put back the presser foot. And there we go. Now that we're ready to sew, let's try it on this towel right here. And as you can see, the machine stitches just fine.